Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And my friends, welcome back to another amazing session. We have a great guest this morning, somebody who I'm so excited to talk to, and I'm excited to introduce you to. She has been here at Legendary and inside of our company, working with our clients as an advisor, as a coach on a regular and daily basis now for many years. She has grown to be absolutely exceptional at what she does. She's a professional in every sense of the word, but she's also fun, inspirational, energetic, and is wildly effective at what she does, which is advise, motivate, inspire, hold accountable our clients to the goals, the mission, and the dreams that they have inside of their business. Her last name is King, but she is absolutely the queen. My friends, please help me welcome Bonnie King to the show. Hello and welcome once again. Welcome back. How are you today, my friend?
I'm excellent. Hi, Dave. Good morning, everybody. Thank you
Good
so
to
much for having me on. It's been 4 years
Wow. 4 years since you've been here.
since I've been on Wake Up Legendary.
Hello. Let's get started with well, welcome back. You've been busy. You've been busy. You've actually been doing the work. And this is the same exact thing that we try to inspire, encourage, hold our clients accountable to do as well. You're a wonderful example of like just everything that we teach here in Legendary, at Legendary, of how these skills, these strategies, these business models, this mindset can change your life. So take us back to the beginning in terms of what kind of brought you to Legendary in the first place and kind of inspired you to want to get involved in entrepreneurship and ultimately decide that you were going to go after some of your dreams and goals of for one, transitioning out of corporate, well, Canada, not America, right? Canada. Talk to us a little bit about for those listening who don't know who you are and kind of how you got here.
Sure, absolutely. So, yep, I am Canadian. I live just outside of the city of Toronto. And I did have a corporate career for 25 years. And I think I ended up here like most people. I was looking for a change. Now, some people love what they do. I did not like what I did anymore. And I realized after I'm a single parent and raising my daughter and sending her off to college, which is exactly what we're supposed to do. That's what we're taught to do. And then I realized, well, now she's gone. And I just missed the first 18 years of her life while I was busy working for a corporation that clearly didn't care about me or my time. So I was looking for a change. Entrepreneurship was never on the radar. I'd always been an employee, so that's all I knew. And then I found you and I found Legendary. And very quickly, I realized that my real passion was helping other people transition out of that life and into start living the life that we've been given instead of surviving it day to day, paycheck to paycheck. So, yeah, the transition was very quick for me. And I'll tell you, when you get to the other side, it is an entirely different life because you are actually living. Now I get to live life on my terms without someone else dictating my time. So, yeah, it's been a blessing, an absolute blessing.
You came through Legendary originally as a student, and you eventually decided that, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you loved the process, company culture, the education so much that you wanted to come back and see if there was a way that you could work with clients, and we wanted that too as we got to know you, and we realized you had a unique set of skills. And so, what has the process of working inside of our culture and just being a part of what we're doing here, not only from a student's perspective, but also from an inside perspective, done for your leadership development, done for your personal growth and professional growth over the last 4 to 5 years since you've been a part of this?
That's a really great question. The whole experience in itself has been literally life changing for me. I think as adults, there's a lot of shame attached to growth, not necessarily growth in that sense of the word. More of, I surround myself with people who are much smarter than I am, and the reason that I do that is because I am a student forever, and I am continuously practicing, growing, learning, getting better at my leadership skills. The only way I'm able to do that is if I surround myself with people who are far more advanced than I am.
Mm.
And I think for most people, there's a lot of shame attached to that, especially as an employee. You have a manager or a boss who, I know it all. I'm smarter than you. I'm always going to be smarter than you. I learned throughout this whole process, humility is key.
Mm.
Being humble and being open to learning and growth and surrounding yourself with people who can teach you. They've already paved the way. Like
Mm.
when you and I have conversations, I'm constantly taking notes still because I'm learning every single day. And I attend many events, live events in our industry, because I invest heavily in my growth, because I want to keep growing and learning. But over the last I've been here 4.5 years, my leadership skills have changed drastically because I've become a much better listener.
Mm.
And when you listen and you pay attention to what people are looking for, it's so much easier to be able to help them and direct them, as opposed to having a plan before I even know what your goals are, what you're looking for. So
Yeah.
listening, is huge.
Yeah. And you're right. I mean, just getting humble enough to just say, I'm starting something new, even if I have previous experience in life or sales, like you did. You had previous experience in corporate Canada. You had previous experience as a professional in sales and marketing. And it was, it takes a lot of leadership and maturity in the first place to do something new and start something new, and to say, okay, I'm new here. I may have a lot of experience, and I may even have success in previous things that I've done, and I'm starting something new, and I need help, and I need to listen, and I need to learn if I want to be my best, and if I want to be successful as possible. And I had no idea how you were going to answer that. We're doing this just as we do every other episode, over 1,000 episodes of actual client interviews here on Wake Up Legendary, and this interview is no different. So just the fact that you answered that with not only with humility but about humility just goes to show that success leaves clues. Let me say it like that.
Absolutely.
Success leaves clues. You
Absolutely.
can
Yeah.
tell when you talk to somebody if they have the actual experience and know what it takes. And for me, I can identify that right away, because leadership is absolutely about humility and vulnerability, and personal growth requires a certain amount of humility to say, I need help. If I want to get to the next level, I need accountability. For me, I mean, look, I consider myself motivated, driven, a self-starter, and if Wake Up Legendary wasn't scheduled every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time for me to show up, and you all weren't sitting around waiting on me to show up, I have the possibility and capability of saying, I'll get to that tomorrow as well.
Right.
So it's
Right.
why I set these accountability pieces up in my life. And that's what we want for our clients too. Eventually, we want you to get to a point to where you're accountable to your clients in your business, but making that leap usually takes time, more time than what you expected, and more work than what you expected, but it can be done. And you just need to buckle down. And I love your point. Get humble, go through the training, maybe ask for some help. Bonnie, we've recently started a coaching program, an accountability coaching program. You're a coach, a mentor, and an advisor inside of that program. And one of the things that I've noticed about the students who have decided to enroll in that program, these are many people who are highly intelligent, many people who are highly motivated and successful. Some of them have their struggles. We all have our struggles. But the common theme is that if I don't have somebody holding me accountable, then I'm not going to do it. And it's just like me. I gave one example. Another example is for me, if I don't have a trainer waiting for me to work out,
Yep.
I will put that workout off day after day after. And then all of a sudden I'll look back and I'll say, God, it's been a while since I've worked out. Well, that's because I'm holding myself accountable. There's
Right.
also no shame in having and hiring mentors and coaches inside of your life to hold you accountable. How have you been impacted by accountability? How has your success? You've achieved pretty much every success milestone that you can achieve here as an advisor. You've sold millions of dollars worth of products here at Legendary. I believe you're our all-time highest collecting salesperson. And you were successful before in your previous careers. How have you used accountability? How have you used, whether it be people or systems, in order to hold you accountable? You know, even if you want to give examples here at Legendary, how have you used, not your own willpower and superhuman strength, which I think is what it appears like sometimes, that people on the internet who are successful just get up and they just are just wildly successful all on their own. What could we learn about how you've been held accountable that we might not know that's helped you in your success?
Sure. It's so funny that you say that, because accountability, change is hard for everyone. And accountability is something that, for me, it was very much a learned behavior. When I first came through as a student, as a member, I had tried and failed multiple different things in my lifetime. And like most people, well, I tried this and it didn't really work, but it wasn't that it didn't work. It was that I kind of fell off the radar. I had been involved in 8 MLMs in my lifetime, and I can't make this business work. No, it's not that. It's I'm not doing anything.
Right. Sure, sure.
I'm not doing anything. So, accountability is a learned behavior. Everything I've learned here, and again, that's why it was so life-changing for me. I had to learn how to be accountable. So when I talk to members that are coming through as an advisor, I went through the same experience as they're going through, so I can relate to everything. So one of the things that I always advise, because this is what I had to do for myself, I put in my calendar 1 hour of undistracted time every single day to go through the challenge. Not 5, because that's overwhelming. But if you do it for 1 hour a day, everyone has the same 24 hours. We can all find an additional hour to be able to do this. And for most people, especially for women, and I'm speaking as a woman, when we're learning and growing, our self-confidence goes through the roof. You'll be amazed after about 5 or 6 days, that 1 hour becomes your most favorite hour of the day, because you're learning and you're growing. And then you'll miraculously be able to find 2 and 3 hours, because your confidence is building and you're learning and growing. And because of that, it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, small baby steps. But if you actually find an accountability partner, lean on someone who has more knowledge than you do, who will be able to help you through this journey, and set aside the time to be able to allow yourself to grow, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can actually do that once you make the commitment to yourself. It's very, very hard. And I know, again, speaking as a woman, especially as mothers too, everyone else in the world is way more important than we are. Everyone else's time is more important than ours. You would never break an appointment with your children or your partner ever, but you'll break an appointment with yourself all day long. Once you learn to not do that, and that's why I love the trainer at the gym. It's a perfect analogy. New Year's, everyone makes the same New Year's resolutions. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to lose 25 pounds this year. This is going to be the year of me. By the first week of February, All the gyms are empty because everyone's made 18,000 excuses why I can't do that. I don't have the time. It's not real. We all have the same time. And the people who made it a priority, and usually the people who hired a trainer to hold them accountable, they're still in the gym in June and they've lost 30 pounds. We don't sit back, watch Netflix, and eat a pizza every day and expect to lose 25 pounds. So if you have someone like a trainer that holds you accountable, you'll show up for yourself. So again, it's a learned behavior. I learned it just like everybody else, but I'm so grateful. Now I hold myself accountable for many, many things. And I'm able to do that because I rewired my mindset to be able to look after myself first. When you look after yourself first, the people who get all the benefits of that are your family and friends, the people closest to you.
Yeah. So true. So true. And it is a learned behavior, and we learn that usually in tandem with somebody else. We need people. That's the thing that I've learned about life and business, is that we need people. We're a village people, meaning that we are not meant to be lone wolves on our own.
No.
We are family creatures. We are community creatures. We are comrade and companionship creatures. And in both life and also business, it is so much more helpful to have somebody who you're working with, somebody who you're partnered with, somebody who who is within your community, peers, mentors, all of the people. Okay, you are never meant to be out on your own, and you are never meant to always be at the top or the bottom. It is the best place for you. You should always have people who are newer than you and people who are your elder or your mentor who you can learn from. This is the healthiest way to live life, and it's the healthiest way to build a business. And
Absolutely.
anytime that I've gotten in trouble in my life, it's because I haven't been helping newer people, or I haven't been mentored by people with more experience. And another analogy that I can give everybody is my personal sobriety and recovery journey. If I am not helping new people, and if I am not being mentored, or in recovery terms, sponsored by somebody who is older, that's just another word for a mentor, I am out on my own. And when I'm out on my own, that can be dangerous territory.
Yeah.
So I have for 15 years stayed close in the middle of the boat, surrounded by both peers, but also people who I can help and people who can help me. And if you're trying to do this business or do any business without those elements, business is the same way. I need to be helping clients. I need to be helping new people. I need to be even offering my services out there on social media like we're doing right now for free. I need to be providing value to newer people and helping them, because that actually it feeds my spirit and keeps me motivated and ultimately makes me money. I also need to have peers, friends, people in my support group, but I also need to have mentors, people who I'm learning from, who I look up to, and people who are holding me accountable. And so if that's something that you feel like you need in your life, my friends, then if you're watching this video later on, you'll be able to click a button down below, and I encourage you to apply for our coaching program. If you're watching this right now and you are feeling like, hey, I've got enough notes, right? I've got enough notes, I don't need any more courses. I don't need any more. I don't need to scroll anymore, right? I've scrolled enough. Then you can reach out. Okay, you can reach out. I'm going to give you some information here at the end of this conversation that you can reach out and you can ask for help, and we'll give you some details about our mentorship program. This is something that we've recently launched, and we've taken the best of what Legendary Marketer has to offer. Okay, that means people like Bonnie and a few other coaches who are the best of the best in terms of they've been here, we know them, they've helped clients, they're multi-million-dollar producers, and they are and have the skills to be able to help and hold people accountable. But not just that, they are the solution themselves. It's so important for me within this business and company that we eat our own cooking and that we are a product of our own product. And after working with some of these people, Bonnie, for example, for 4+ years, I can tell you that there are some individuals, and I would say the majority of people inside of Legendary, but just everybody's not a good fit to be in this role for you. We have a small team of coaches and mentors who are going to be facilitating this particular coaching program, and we are going to match clients up with them one-on-one over a period of 6 months to work closely with them to hold you accountable to your goals, your dreams, the small things that you need to do inside of your business on a daily basis in order to get bigger wins over time. And most of you are just spending or spinning your wheels, getting ready to get ready, or jumping from thing to thing, or shiny object syndrome, grass is greener on the other side. I need to take another course. I'm overwhelmed by this or that. And the truth is that what we want to do is we want to get you in the middle of your circle. And the middle of your circle is the core 20% of things that are going to get you 80% of your results. And out of the outer circle, and I want you to think about kind of the most important business activities as like the core inside of a bigger circle. And everything around that core is the 80% of stuff that you do that only gets you 15 or 20% of your results, right? They may still get you some results, or they may still make you feel like you're making progress, but the truth is that they're not big levers in your business. And you can do those things later, right? So we want to identify what are the core 20% of activities and income producing behaviors that you can do and should do inside of your business every day. And we want to get you focused on that. And we want to show you, because every day you get up and you start on the outside of the circle and you got to run through all that 80% of distraction to get to your 20%. That means you got to open your computer, you got to pick up your phone. And we're going to show you how to close your eyes and hold your breath and run right to the middle of that circle, right? And make it simple and make it kind of duplicatable, meaning that you can do it day after day. And then we want to hold you accountable to those activities over a period of 6 months. And at the end of that 6 months, that was a great example that you just gave, going from January to June working out, right? Because it's amazing what you can do in 6 months. It's absolutely amazing what you can do in 6 months, not only with your own body, if you were working out on a regular basis and you had a good diet plan, but also if you were working out, or if you were taking consistent, productive, intelligent action inside of your business every single day for 6 months and being held accountable to do those things, you would be wildly blown away and surprised by what you could accomplish. And you move away from getting frustrated about what you're not accomplishing on a day-to-day basis, right? Because it's hard to set it's you always overestimate what you can accomplish in a day or two or a week or a month, but you underestimate what you can accomplish in like 6 months, right? Because an incredible amount can happen in 6 months. And so give us some kind of final thoughts, Bonnie, on your kind of excitement, vision, what you've experienced so far with clients in terms of their excitement. Because I have seen nothing but this is exactly what I needed. And I've heard nothing but I am so excited for this from clients who are getting started with this. We introduced it at a recent event, and I'm so excited to hear that, because we want to offer things that are valuable and useful to clients, not just things that make money, not just things that are not useful, but maybe useful to us, but not them. It's a perfect match when you can offer something to the marketplace that both creates a financial incentive for you to show up every day and do your best, but also is exactly what they need, and they feel like they're getting more value than what they're spending. And so what have you been hearing, and what's your vision when a new client comes in and starts this accountability coaching with you. What's your vision for them, and kind of how do you get them started moving in the right direction? What could somebody expect?
So everyone is really, really excited, myself too, because, I love being able to help people. This is where most people get stuck. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Another advisor here, Grant, one of my buddies, we were chatting a couple of weeks ago, and he explained it in a nutshell. The information that we have here at Legendary, in my opinion, is the best in the industry. And if it's available on the market, I've probably bought it because I had done that before I found Legendary. So the information that we have is top notch. Where most people get stuck is the implementation side. Like you said, okay, I've gone through all the information. I've watched all the videos. Now I need to do more. You need someone to hold your hand through to the other side so that you can actually get out of your own way and get started. So that's why, the members in the coaching program that I've spoken to already are so excited because, they've gone through the information. They're really excited to move forward, but they're stuck right now with, how exactly am I going to do that? Can you help me? Yes, I can. That's what we do, because same reason when you go to the gym, can you help me? I don't need you to show me how to use the machines. I need you to help me show up. If you help me show up, I know how to use the machines. I know how to work out. I know how to eat properly. I need you to help me show up for me. And that's what I'm having the ability to help these members do. And they are so excited. I'm so thrilled for them, because you're absolutely right. What they're going to be able to do with their lives in 6 months, they don't even have any idea at this point, but they have so much more excitement and hope with, I can do this. They're not stuck in analysis paralysis anymore. Yeah. Now they're getting out of their own way and moving forward. And when you move forward, your self-confidence grows, and you want to keep doing more of that. Let's keep doing more of that.
Here's a big business breakthrough, and you've inspired me to share this. This is something that I love to share. It's very deep, so brace yourself. Get ready for it. In your business, when you find something that works, do more of it. Do more of it.
That's right. Let's do more of that.
Yeah. And sometimes you need to take some action, try some things, maybe even have somebody, if you're brand new to entrepreneurship, encouraging you, supporting you, reminding you that if you test a couple of things, you're not going to die. You're not going to bleed. Your arms are not going to fall off. You're not going to get hurt. And when you test a couple of things, usually you'll find something that works. And then you do more of that, right? Yes. You do more of that.
And that was my experience too. I had you. So that was my exact experience, which is why I'm so excited about this program, because when I first came through as a student, I had you to help me, hold me accountable. I could go test things, fail, get back up. It's okay, Bonnie, you're not going to die. Let's do more of what's working for you. And again, as you learn and grow and your self-confidence starts to build, and then you're not afraid to try something new or take additional chances or, do new things. Everything in life is hard. You got to pick your hard. What's the lesser of two evils? I'm going to go work every day doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Or I'm going to learn a new set of skills, get out of my own way, and start living the one life I've been given.
Yeah. Yeah. It's simple, but it's not easy to do. And right. That's why we want to help if you need this help. If this speaks to you, if this resonates with you, we've recently rolled out a 6-month accountability coaching program that we are so excited and passionate about, because we realize that some people want and need extra accountability coaching and need support, need mentorship, need a sounding board, need somebody to bounce some ideas off of, need somebody to take a look at something that they're doing, and quite frankly, need them to help them show up. And my friends, there's no shame in that. You will never be shamed. You will never be judged. We are all in our own process and journey of doing the best that we can. And sometimes you just need help. And actually, maybe you only sometimes. For me, I always need help. I always need to be surrounded and connected with people who have my best interest in mind and want to help me get to the next step and want to not walk in front of me or behind me, but alongside of me and hold my hand and say, Dave, you got this. I'm waiting on you. I'm here for you. You can do this. And having that cheerleader, especially in this lonely world of entrepreneurship and internet marketing. And look, when you get to that place to where you've got a thriving business and you've got clients and you've got an audience, it becomes much less lonely. But you have to build to getting that. And we understand that some people, maybe it's all, I know it is for me, but I don't want to put everybody in the box, right? Because you may say, no, I totally got this. I don't need any accountability coaching. That's fine. More power to you. But for those of you who do, me included, right, in the areas of my life, reach out. And I'm going to personally introduce you to Bonnie, and I'm going to CC her in and get you guys on a conversation to talk about our accountability program. It's not free, right? But it's also worth every penny, okay? Because if you start to crunch the numbers about what you're missing out on by standing still, numbers start to make a lot of sense, right? So what I want to do is I want to give you an opportunity to talk to Bonnie personally. I want you to email me if this resonates with you at dave@legendarymarketer.com. Again, Dave, D-A-V-E, @legendarymarketer.com. I am going to respond to your email, and I'm going to CC Bonnie in. And Bonnie will schedule a call, get on Zoom, get on the phone, talk to you, give you the details, and we will get you started if this feels like something that is a fit for you and you're feeling called to at least have a conversation. Here's what we can promise you, and I can promise you about Bonnie, is that a conversation with her will be one of the most valuable things that you do all year, even if you don't move forward with the coaching program. And this is just me tooting her horn, beep, beep, right? Because I know who she is. And our goal here is that every single minute, every single second that you spend with us, we want it to be valuable. Whether you spend or buy or move forward with something or not. And so we want to serve you. We want to help you. We want to give you what you need. And we've been listening to the community and also to the marketplace. And we see a huge need for people to receive one-on-one help. People are jumping from thing to thing. They are lost. They are joining groups and, all kinds of courses and doing things that are illegal and immoral and unethical. And sometimes they're going down a path that you could really use somebody to say, stop, play the long game here. Let me show you how to win and build a real business instead of just a cash grab, flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow. I've been doing this for going on 14 years. And I can tell you that learning the skills and being held accountable to the simple things that I need to do every single day inside of my business, even if there's delayed gratification, even if it doesn't bring immediate results, will end up building me something that's much more meaningful and more profitable than if I just spin my wheels and chase the magic dragon down the black hole every few weeks. And so reach out. And if you don't reach out, thanks for being on this morning. We wanted to introduce something a little bit different. We're so excited about this coaching program. We wanted to bring on Bonnie to talk about it. In the coming week or so, we'll bring on another coach or two as well to introduce you to them so you can kind of understand who are the people. We don't outsource things to call centers or, some some dude sitting in his mom's basement who's going to give you success coaching, right? This is about eating our own cooking. And if you want what we have, then do what we do, and take us up on at least a conversation to discuss your goals. And we'll be honest with you whether we think we can help or not. Bonnie, thank you so much for your time and being who you are. And I know that you have lots to do today, and you do every day. So leave us with a closing thought about your experience with meeting clients. One thing that you said is that you go to events and masterminds. Well, you've been to nearly every single one of our masterminds. You are somebody who comes on your own free will and on your own dime, which is wildly impressive. Talk to us about why you do that, and what did you take away from this last mastermind in New Orleans, with the people that were sitting in that room and the conversations that you had with people?
So, yes, I do try and attend every single mastermind. I attend a lot of live events in our industry, and this is not to toot Legendary's horn, but the reason I attend Legendary Marketer Mastermind is because, in my opinion, it is the greatest live event in our industry, hands down. It's very intimate. And I always learn, because again, I surround myself with people who are much smarter than I am so that I can continue to learn. This particular one in New Orleans was by far the best event I've ever been to in my life, inside or outside of Legendary. And because it was a little bit of a different venue, we all stayed in the same hotel. And because of that, when the event was over at the end of the day, people didn't scatter back to their Airbnbs or their hotels. We were all together. So the connections and the friendships and the support groups that were formed were unbelievable, myself included. I made so many new friends who text me daily. Can you help me with this? Can we chat about this? And I reach out and do the same thing. Can you help me with this? So it's always a learning experience. On Friday, watching, I think there was 80 members at this particular event, watching them come in on Friday, by Sunday, they could run through a brick wall. They were ready to go. They were ready to take action. They were ready to move forward. And it was entirely different than how they showed up on Friday. It was just outstanding to watch. And I encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity, you want to attend a mastermind. Because what it will do for your business, your mindset, your lifestyle, because again, all the skills that we teach here are transferable to every area of your life. And I know that personally because it changed everything in my life. And my first mastermind changed my life forever. So I fight to get to every single one for sure.
You do. You sure do. Well, my friends, email me at dave@legendarymarketer.com for a complimentary session with Bonnie. I'll CC her in, and she can set you up. You two can find a time to connect, and she'll both get on and connect with you and talk with you and give you that complimentary session and give you details about our 6-month accountability coaching program for you to decide if it's a good fit for you. And if it is, great. We'll be excited to work with you. If not, we'll have been pleased and honored at being able to spend time with you for a little bit of time on Zoom or on the phone. And my friends, thanks for listening today. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for all the wonderful comments and support and love and feedback for Bonnie, our amazing guest today. Bonnie, once again, thanks for your time today. Stay legendary, my friend, and I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, my friends, there it is. I just love Bonnie, first and foremost, but I love the energy and the heart and the attitude that she has. And she is legendary. She is the core of who we are and what we're about. And she has been here for a very long time and really sets the precedent. I am extraordinarily excited about giving you all the opportunity to be able to coach with her on an ongoing basis. Our team of coaches that we've assembled here are second to none. And this is a different position than your advisor going through the challenge, just so we're clear about that. Bonnie is going to be doing coaching exclusively here moving forward. So are a few other of our advisors, and they have been in training now for, as Bonnie told you, 4+ years in order to step into this role. And they have the culture, the knowledge, the know-how, the inspiration, the mentality to be able to do it and help you as well. That's my, that's what I'm so excited about. And so email me for a complimentary session with Bonnie at Dave, D-A-V-E, Dave at legendarymarketer.com. D-A-V-E, Dave at legendarymarketer.com. And I will CC you in personally. I will respond personally and CC you in with Bonnie. My friends, thanks for being with us here today on this Friday. Pass this episode along to anybody who you know might need to hear it or want to hear it. Thank you for listening and being here. We'll see you back here on Monday for another episode of Wake Up Legendary. As I told you and have been telling you, we're celebrating moving into our thousands. We've done over or on the road to 2,000 episodes. We've done 1,000 plus episodes here of actual interviews with real clients and people inside of Legendary. And, it's a pretty huge accomplishment. We're really proud of it. And thank you all for being a part of it and watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Again, email me at Dave at legendarymarketer.com for a complimentary session with Bonnie. And we'll see you back here on Monday for another episode. Peace.